Welcome back to Community Focus, March 2020. My second guest today is Megan Geierman, Nutrition Program Director at Senior Services. Welcome, Megan.
Hi, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Tell us about what's up with National Nutrition Month and how we are going to observe it locally.
Yeah, so National Nutrition Month is something that the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics celebrates every year. So it's every March annually, and they always select a different topic to celebrate, to focus on. This year it's Eat Right, Bite by Bite, and it's designed to kind of have a toolkit for dietitians to use in whichever profession that they practice in. So in my case, at Senior Services, I work with the older adult population, and we are able to kind of work on the nutrition in a variety of different ways with the older population. And one of the areas that we're able to help them out with is access to healthy and nutritious meals. So we do that through the Meals on Wheels program that we offer. And in addition to it being National Nutrition Month, Meals on Wheels of America, they provide support and additional resources for different organizations across the country that participate with Meals on Wheels, and they are putting together a campaign called March for Meals. So we are being a participant within that whole collection, and we're trying to raise awareness about the program, and on a few different levels. I'll tell you about those.
I'm looking forward to that. So what are you going to be doing with March for Meals?
So one of the biggest, most fun projects that we've been working on is putting together testimonial videos. We have interviewed different clients and different volunteers within the Meals on Wheels program, and we went to some of the clients' homes. We asked some of the volunteer drivers to stay after their routes, and if we could just ask them for some of their feedback and what they love most about helping us out with the program and receiving the meals. So we had the pleasure of interviewing them and put together these testimonial videos. And the feedback is just wonderful, and we're so thrilled to be able to offer this to the community.
All right, and that'll be on your website and your Facebook page?
Yes, Yep, we will promote both of those on Facebook, our website, and just sharing it within the community.
And you brought one of those with you today, right?
Yes.
So we get to do a little bit of a checkout ahead of time.
Yes,
so
sneak peek.
Yeah, we're going to take a look.
What does volunteering for Meals on Wheels mean to you?
What personally this means to me in working with the community and meeting people, trying to lighten their day a little bit. You know, at times in these shut-in conditions, you may be the only person they see all day long, and that if you could just add a little light to their day, it's very rewarding.
What would you say to someone who is thinking of signing up to receive Meals on Wheels?
If you're hesitant to sign up, don't be. Because we're not getting old, we're getting older. And there's some things we just can't do anymore. And Meals on Wheels are very extremely good.
What do you enjoy most when volunteering for Meals on Wheels?
The smiles on the people's face when I get there. They're happy to see you. Not only because you're delivering a meal, but they're real appreciative of it. But somebody to talk to, like you've heard before, others that sometimes you're the only person they see is a person who's delivering meals, and they want to share a lot with you.
Thanks for giving our audience a sneak peek at one of those. We can look forward to seeing those on the Facebook and the web page. What other plans are in the works?
So in addition to the testimonial videos, we are also offering sponsorship opportunities, and we are really trying to gain more volunteers. We have a wonderful group of volunteers that help us out tremendously. We really couldn't do what we do without them, but we are always needing more help, and we want to be able to continue to provide the best services, and the volunteers really help us out with that. So always seeking out the volunteers, and another part of the awareness is we are having some celebrity drivers. So some leaders within the community are going to be delivering some of our routes. So and to anyone that is receiving Meals on Wheels or anyone who's familiar, they can be on the lookout for maybe a guest driver, a
Oh, that
guest
would be
delivery
neat.
person.
Oh, that's
so.
fun. As the Senior Services Nutrition Director, what do you think are the best things about the meal offerings?
Well, I just had the pleasure of doing some new staff orientation today, and we talked about this. So that was so wonderful. It's fresh on the brain. But we put together our meals based off a very specific set of nutrition guidelines. So we are looking at the calories, the protein, the carbohydrates, the fat, and the sodium. Cannot forget the sodium. So we really put a lot of attention in detail into the nutrition while still trying to provide a well-balanced, colorful, flavorful meal. So trying to work all those components into the meals that we provide is really one of my favorite parts about working for senior services.
Well, that sounds like nutrition worth celebrating, and not just in March, but all year long,
all
right?
year long, yes.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us to share your plans for March for Meals at Senior Services. Our third segment will feature a locally administered nonprofit organization making a big impact on lives in India and around the world.